that is Little Women. Now, people, we have a new segment because 2020 is a lot of movies coming out, right? A lot of new movies coming out. So we're getting ready to break through and check out some of the new trailers that are happening, right? Some of the new trailers are happening, and so we're going to go on ahead. We're going to check this out. We're going to go through and we're going to talk about the various trailers. Now, this first one is called Brer Patch, right?
Okay.
And so we're going to go through it and check it out. So as Brer Patch kicks off,
it's starring Dawson, Rosario
Dawson. That's right. So as you see, this trailer. What's so good about this trailer? First of all, it tells you that it's a winner of a film festival, right? And then it really sets up what's getting ready to happen in the story that you're going to be watching. That's what I like about it.
I believe this is going to be on, is it USA?
USA. That's exactly right. And we like to say that, under federal law, you can use segments out of film for critique, and that's exactly what we're doing right now with this. And as you see, we have the FBI with the description of it, so we shouldn't have any more difficulty after that. So this right here, it really lays out. So pretty much the story is about her trying to find out who killed her sister, and along within that process, she's going to meet a whole bunch of different cast of characters, some friends, some foe. So it's going to be the hero's journey, and she's also returning, right? And if you know the story of Brer Rabbit and the Tar Baby, and there was Brer Fox and Brer Bear, and Brer Fox had been trying to catch Brer Rabbit all the time, so they constructed this Tar Baby, right? And so Brer Rabbit is hopping down and say, "How you doing, neighbor?" And the Tar Baby is just sitting there, so he keeps saying, "How you do?" He said, "If you don't say how you doing, I'll punch you on your face." So he punches this. Now, people feel that is racist because the Tar Baby looks like a black baby, so it's called Brer Patch because they don't realize that she actually comes from this city, and it's going to be on USA. Right, and that's the whole metaphor. That's why it's called Brer Patch, right? So this one right here that's coming up next
it'll be on AMC,
on AMC, and it stars Andre Benjamin, right? He's one of the people that they hire, one of the scientists that they hire, all right? And so it's another one that's beautifully laid out. It lets you see, and it gives you anticipation, right? Anticipation on what is going to happen. And the name of the show is Dispatches from Elsewhere.
We'll have to watch that because most of us know him as Andre 3000 from Outkast.
Right. Now this right here, people.
Oh, 50 Cent.
That's right, 50 Cent, right? Has this piece on, and this is a cartoon that has been getting traction. It's called The Trill League, and 50 Cent is bringing it to television in a cartoon. Beautifully done. Now this is another 50 Cent production coming on ABC, right? It's called For Life, right? And it's about a man who is wrongly convicted of a crime, and he finds a loophole in the law so that he can practice law to not only free people who deserve to be innocent, but also find a way to free himself. So it's beautifully set up. It shows you the dynamic of, through flashback, that he had a beautiful life, and then somehow something is planted on him in a club, if that's how the story goes. And he has to find his way back home because there's a dramatic need. So within this trailer right here, it tells you what happens to him, and it tells you his dramatic need to do what he does, right? Beautifully laid out. It's It's just great. And then you see the corrupt prosecutors who are trying to find a way to put a quote unquote monkey wrench into his works to stop him from being successful to find himself free. For whatever reason it is, most likely they have something to do with the coca that he was found with, and they want to make sure that he stays the fall guy. I'm almost sure of it as I look at it, right? So this is a good show. It's going to be a good show on ABC.
Speaking of 50 Cent, we'll be watching Power tonight.
Yeah, we'll be watching Power tonight, right? Some people put some spoilers up, but we won't even talk about that because it's going to see it, right? So again, this one is called
For Life.
For Life.
Yes.
That's right. And so he's doing what he does for life because he's in for life. Right. And so he's going to find his way out to live
while helping others.
His life while helping others. Go live your life.
On ABC.
That's right. It's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. For Life. ABC. Tuesdays. All right, people. So this next one sent chills down my spine. This is Jennifer Hudson, people.
Yes.
And she is playing the Queen of Soul in a biopic called A Little Respect. Oh, we're off on timing, but you get it. That's what it's called, and it's coming. It's coming. They said it's coming in October, right? October 2020. Respect. So you definitely have to support this one in theaters 2020. Okay, now people. This one is coming up soon. Yeah. We may be reviewing this, if I believe, we might be reviewing it sooner than we think, maybe in a week or two.
Yeah, because I believe it's January 11th.
The 7th.
The 11th it comes out?
The 11th? Okay, I thought it was 17th. But either way, people, Bad Boys 3.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The first trailer they put out on this last year, we were like, I don't know, but the new trailer they put out, I guess they were putting out something to tease people,
You're right? January 17th.
Right, so they were putting out a trailer to tease people, and it was kind of flat, we thought, in the theater. I said, they're going to have to come with a new trailer.
With this new trailer? Lots better.
With the action and they introducing you to where they are now, right? And they introduce you to the new team,
right?
You know, that they are reluctant to work with because they look like a boy band plus a girl, right? So I mean, it's well put together. It has the right temperature in it with the right comedy. Because I thought the whole thing about we're black and we're police officers, I thought that fell flat. That always falls flat in theater. Everybody just sits there, but then there's another scene that comes after it that's more funny. Yeah. Especially the closing scene when he talks about the car.
Yeah.
Right? Which is coming up right now.
The audience
right?
The
audience laughed at that, but they don't pretty much laugh at the other one. It falls flat. And hopefully that's just the cut of it for the trailer, but when you see it, it has more context and then people will laugh. Yep, Will Smith, Martin Lawrence. Right?
Yeah.
I wonder if what's her name is going to make an appearance in here as the sister again.
Oh, Gabrielle.
Yeah, Gabrielle Union. She's going to make an appearance. She should have family. Yeah. Maybe they'll have her husband be Dwayne Wade. He'll make a cameo, and then they're like, oh, you married and stuff, and then she won't be doing Google eyes to Will anymore because she's fully married. So yeah, these trailers are good. Bad Boys for Life.
Yes.
And just like for life. So remember that, people. For life is a term. Right? She always knows. All right, people. Now this. The Gentleman. This is coming out soon. I believe it's the 20-something of January. I could be wrong about that, but this is Matthew McConaughey. Now, for those who haven't seen Matthew McConaughey in film, I don't know why you wouldn't, but
Great actor.
The Lincoln Lawyer,
Yes.
great film. That was an independent that he financed.
Dallas Buyers Club.
Dallas Buyers Club, well worth seeing. But this film is going to be one of these ensemble cast pictures. And I'm glad that it is focused on dealing with another group of people other than black people as the fall people, as the fall guys. You know, we're moving on up in film, right?
Director is Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie, right?
Yeah, he makes really great films.
He makes great films, right? The angles on this, the cinematography is great. Showing from using these POVs, using POVs from the person in the trunk. January 24th, I was right? All right, people. This right here, Antebellum, starring none other than what's her name? Janelle Monáe.
Yes.
It's from the makers of Get Out and Us.
Yeah.
And it's some kind of dimensional trip where she's a successful person and they go, I don't know what city they're in, it's not for sure telling you, but it's somewhere in the South, and somehow wires get crossed and she gets thrown into this other dimension where she is in antebellum slavery era, and she's got to figure her way out of this. That would be horrifying, and especially in the times that we are in right now, it is something. 2020, right? All right, this people. This right here, people, is a rework of a classic that used to come on television in reruns. It used to come on ABC, then it came on in reruns. This is a remake of a film called Fantasy Island, and you see who it is produced by Blumhouse, which is the horror house. Get Out and Halloween, right? So now look.
Fantasy Island was one of my favorite shows. You know, I was excited.
So this right here is a twist on a classic and a favorite, right?
A huge twist.
A huge twist, right? So as you watch this, you start to see some things like this guy. He says he's Mr. Rourke, right? But then you see the assistant, which will be, I guess, Tattoo. She seems to be doing more of the speaking like Mr. Rourke would to the guests. And you see this, right? And so you start to see, look, so as she's talking, she tells you what's going on. Your life is going to change forever. Something like that, she said. Right? And she's like Mr. Rourke right here.
Yes.
As she walks out the scene. But as you see, these fantasies come to life, and I guess people are more vindictive because, you know, back in the day on Fantasy Island, they wanted to find their lost loves or wanted to correct the wrong that happened while they were on the battlefield or something. But this right here seems to be something where they're trying to really put some kick butt on there, and they don't really realize that this is going to come to full fruition, and it looks like it's going to be a battle for survival type thing.
Michael Pena is playing Mr. Rourke, and Parisa Fitz-Henley is playing Tattoo.
Right. So this right here, this Fantasy Island is not your grandparents' Fantasy Island. Right? This is something new, and thus people who like Fantasy Island, like we did, we're definitely out.
It's a Fantasy Island with a remix.
It's a remix, Fantasy Island. That's
horror film style.
Horror film, right?
Right.
Valentine's Day, right? All right, people. Now this one, people have been waiting for this since Suicide Squad. Right? I believe it's since Suicide Squad. And this one is called Birds of Prey. It's a Harley Quinn film. She broke up with the Joker, and she's found out that there is a bunch of female people, a bunch of females, women who are tired of being abused and taken advantage of, and they become the, from what I can tell,
Right.
the birds of prey.
Right. Starring Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. Guess who Margot Robbie got her? Well, she's been in other films, but her real big break came with Will Smith.
Right. Oh yeah, that was a really great film.
All right. And so Margot Robbie is in this.
Journey Smollett is also
yeah,
in the film.
She's in the film.
Rosie Perez.
Rosie Perez.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is going to be a